Alright guys, we're running the Hoonitruck now. Just got done running a couple other cars. Done running the Hobao GTB. That was super fun. This thing has got needs some tuning first. Feels a lot different than I remember. The brushless system, bald tires. Let's turn the steering straight down. Well, that's helped. That helps a lot, actually. Now this little truck is pretty fast. I think it could go up a little bit in gearing for speed. But for drifting purposes and stuff, probably not too much more gear. If I can even get this thing on camera. Oh, I turned the steering dual right down. It is handling much better. Was steering too fast. This is just running a stock team associated ready to run system. Didn't come in this truck. This truck comes brushed only. But this is the system that it should have came with out of the box. I think I've had this truck up to 52, 50 something. Pretty quick for a little tiny truck. It's not very big. Oop. The tires are not the greatest. I guess they're okay when they're brand new, but they are wore down right now, like all the way completely slicks. Still need to do a little bit of tuning to it. Get that little twitchiness out of it, so it'll just, but it's so much better than it was. This truck out of the box handles horribly. If it goes any faster than 20 miles an hour, it's uncontrollable. Way too soft on the shocks, like way too soft on the oil. So we tune the shocks. They're a lot better. They're definitely not perfect. I think I need to stiffen up the front, get rid of some of that front traction. It doesn't swing that, and maybe soften the rear, or try stiffening the front first. Seems to be doing so much better now the tires are warm. It's pretty warm out here right now. Just can't seem to get that nice high-speed drift. Can kind of do, you know, I'm not a professional drifter, so, but this is just a basher truck. This is not professional RC drifting car. Just for fun, just for parking lots. And I can get it to drift at low speed, but high-speed stuff, it just doesn't really want to do that drift. It kind of wants to swap ends too easy. It's cruising. It's not as fast as the other two I had out today, but it's doubled plus out of the box speed, just for sure. Woo! Now it's laying down the traction pretty good. Nice straight shots. Biggest drawback to this truck is the chassis design is only equipped to handle shorty lipos. Don't really like that. I guess it helps with the weight distribution though, seeing how it'll only hold one battery onto the side. So I guess if you had a big giant pack, it would be a little off balance a little more. But I don't have that many shorty lipos. This is like a crawler pack that I use in this truck. None of my other cars do I run anything like that. This thing is fun, but it's fun. It's a fun truck as long as you know that it's way more expensive than it needs to be out of the box, and that you instantly need to upgrade to brushless. And then that makes it even a lot more expensive. But that's what I do. I love to upgrade vehicles. This is not my favorite platform, but it has been fun enough. They do have the Hoonitruck out now that's this size. Cool looking truck though, cool looking truck. Looks good out here running around. Whoa. Keep tagging this pine cone over there. I want to try this thing with some foams on it so I can really anyway, I can hear something. A little noisier gear noise than I'm used to. Anyway, I want to try some foamies on this with the offset and the right offset. Get this thing sticking to the ground a little better and really jump it up in gear and see what it'll do high speed. I mean, this body isn't made for that, but a couple blowovers isn't going to kill it. It's already been upside down a couple times. The last upgrades I did to this was I did all the carbon fiber parts, which there's only a few, some chassis braces, shock towers, and steering knuckle arms. And then I did a stainless steel screw kit. Well, we've hit lipo cutoff with this little tiny battery. Let's open it up and show you guys what's inside. All right, so there's just your basic Apex 2 chassis. You can see carbon fiber chassis brace there, carbon fiber steering block brace up in front. See, get my camera right. Carbon fiber front and rear shock towers, stainless steel screw kit from RC Screws, which they are available now. There's the front shock tower. I don't see the point in upgrading the steering servo in this truck, but I am in the process of trying to figure out how to upgrade the shocks. They do make aluminum shock caps, aluminum threaded nuts and stuff for them, but not the shock bodies yet. So I thought about upgrading that part. And I'm just running this little Reedy 3000 3S lipo. get a decent amount of runtime out of it. Pretty toasty. Pretty toasty. Every car I've ran today kind of got hot. Well, that's it on the run of the Hoonicorn, Team Associated Hoonicorn on the Apex 2 chassis. This one is brushless, like I said. They don't come brushless. It is a fun truck, but you have to put a little work in it, and you have to put a little bit of extra money into it. It definitely needs a different power system than stock. But once you get used to it and get used to its twitchiness, the way it drives, it is fun. I had a blast today running all these cars. Didn't run that one over there. The rival MT10's just in here, but we did the RB10 Street Bash. We did the Hobao. Like, subscribe, and share. Thanks a lot for watching. I do enjoy getting back to videos with such a long winter, and it seems like now, as hot as it is today, we're in full summer mode. So it's time to keep running the cars. Thank you.